Welcome to No Filter Newz. Let's talk about what happens when the system breaks down and a regular person steps up. No uniform, no badge, just instinct, grit, and a stolen school bus. This is the story of Jabbar Gibson, a 20-year-old from New Orleans who didn't wait for FEMA, didn't wait for the mayor, and didn't wait for permission. He saw people drowning in bureaucracy and floodwater, and he made a move. It was late August 2005. Hurricane Katrina had just ripped through the Gulf Coast and New Orleans was underwater. The levees failed. The power grid collapsed. Thousands were stranded. People were stuck on rooftops, in attics, in shelters with no food, no water, and no plan. Jabbar Gibson was living in the Fisher housing projects when he saw a school bus parked nearby. No one was using it. No one was coming to help. So he did what most people wouldn't dare. He jumped in, hot-wired the ignition, and started picking up people. Mothers with babies, elders with walkers, teenagers with backpacks and nothing else. He didn't just drive around the block. He drove that bus for 13 hours straight all the way to Houston. That's over 500 miles. He paid for gas out of his own pocket, $1,200. No GPS, no backup. Just a man on a mission to get his people out. When they arrived in Houston, they were the first evacuees to reach the Astrodome, before the National Guard, before the official convoys, before the press even knew what was happening. 60 lives saved. No press conference. No parade. Just a stolen bus and a man who refused to sit still. But here's where it gets twisted. Instead of being celebrated, Jabbar got hit with criminal charges. Not for the rescue, for past allegations tied to drugs and weapons. The media flipped the narrative. 1 minute he was a hero, the next he was a headline about crime. So let's be real. If Jabbar had worn a uniform, he'd be on a mural. If he had a badge, he'd be in textbooks. But because he was a young black man from the projects, his story got buried. This is why No Filter Newz exists. To tell the stories that don't fit the script, to spotlight the people who break the rules for the right reasons. Jabbar Gibson didn't wait for permission. He saw a crisis and became the solution. If you respect that kind of courage, if you believe in telling the whole story, not just the sanitized version, then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to No Filter Newz. We're not here to play it safe. We're here to keep it real.